Congrats on your brand new reel mower purchase from Rolux Global. If your box looks damaged and you're worried about your reel mower being damaged as well, please stop right here, take pictures, and please give us a call or send us an email with those pictures. So of course, the first step is we're going to unbox the mower. Once you have the grass catcher, all accessories, and everything out of the box, you're going to want to cut the pieces of tape that are holding the bottom piece to the side pieces of your box. Once those are cut, you can lift the sides straight up as one piece. Put this aside because we will use it at the end. On each side of your mower, there's going to be two 13mm bolts that are screwed into the machine already. Back those out because that's how we will attach the bottom portion of the handlebars. Next, unwrap the bottom portion of the handlebars. When installing these handlebars, there is a right way and a wrong way. The right way is to install the flat part facing you as you're walking, so away from the mower. Before installing the lower part, you're going to want to make sure that the upper part of the handlebars are laying down on the ground. You want the cables to go underneath the system rather than over top of it. Next, you're going to want to install the lower portion of the handlebars by reattaching the 4 bolts that you took out in the very first step. When you're putting this together, just be sure not to tighten it too tight because at the very end, we're going to be adjusting the height of the handlebars based on your personal height. These lower 2 bolts on each side will be the tighter of the 2 fit just because of the rear drum, but I assure you that they will fit as long as you get into the threads. Next, we're going to install the upper portion of the handlebars. Here, you're going to need a 17mm wrench and either another 17mm wrench, an adjustable wrench, or a 17mm socket to be able to hold the other side as you tighten it. Install the through bolt through the upper and the lower handlebars. This is where that secondary 17mm wrench, socket, or adjustable wrench comes in handy. Be sure to tighten this all the way down. Next, take off the top acorn nut on the upper handlebar setup. Unwrap the logo shield and place it to where the logo is upright facing. Insert the top hole of the shield into the screw that you just took the acorn nut off of. Then insert the provided bolt and acorn nut through the bottom hole to complete the handlebar setup. Be sure to tighten these down. A secondary 13mm wrench, adjustable wrench, or 13mm socket will greatly assist in tightening this down adequately. And since we left those bottom 4 bolts a little bit loose, your handlebars should move up and down like this. Before we tighten those bolts, we want to be sure to get it off of the pallet. Now, depending on the pallet height, you're going to want to use some of the packaging that you took off at the very beginning to create a barrier so that it doesn't smash down the floor. You want it to go down as gently as possible. Slowly walk the mower forward until it's successfully on the ground. At this point, we can set the height of the handlebars. Now, this is more of a comfort thing rather than a correct thing, so do whatever feels right for you. For me, I'm actually really tall, so I'm going to set it at its highest setting. At this point, we tighten it down all the way with our 13mm wrench. Once they've been tightened down, just be sure to double check that height. Now that we have everything assembled, we're going to want to put some oil into it. Do not start your mower without oil in it. When putting oil into it, it does help if you tip it back slightly. The height of our grass catcher actually makes a really good angle for you to add oil into this machine. Please note, for the life of you owning this machine, do not tip it any farther back than what it's tipped right here. If you go any farther back, you do risk damaging your engine. You're going to add the entire bottle of engine oil that we supplied with the mower. It's now time to add the gas cap and also add some gas into it. Take off any of the engine warning labels that are zip tied on the wires out front. When starting the engine for the first time, make sure the choke is towards you and the gas is pointed towards the engine. That will ensure that the gas is on and the choke is on. Be sure the cutoff switch is in the on position each time you start. Raise the height of cut since the mower is shipped in lowest position from the factory. And make sure that the throttle is in the 7 position each time you start the mower.